Jessii Vee, and today we're going to be talking about some very creepy baby monitor stories. This type of stuff terrifies me. Now, I did a video like this probably 3 or 4 years ago on my channel. It was quite a while ago, but so many more stories have come out, and I think I'll mention a couple of the ones I mentioned before because they're just so terrifying and you may not have heard them before. There's just something about hearing something creepy over a baby monitor that's unsettling, right? So we're gonna get into that in just a second, but just in case you guys did not know, I made a bunch of new jewelry items for my Etsy shop. I have a bunch of new charm bracelets with interesting themes. I also have a bunch of new necklaces, and obviously the necklaces are still on there. But yeah, if you guys have not seen any of my new stuff yet, definitely check it out. I have linked everything down below. And once again, thank you so much for all of your support on my Etsy shop. It really means the world to me. All right, guys, so let's get right into it talking about baby monitors. Hearing something strange through a baby monitor can be an experience that ranges from mystifying to terrifying. Sometimes these strange things are a result of a baby's natural tendency to babble and make noise, but other times they are the result of something far more sinister, like a hacked baby monitor. It's actually insane how many cases where people's monitors were actually hacked by these creepy people who try and terrify them, and it's unfortunately very easy to do, which it shouldn't be. So here are some true stories of parents who had something creepy happening with their baby monitor. The first one is called Talking to Grandma. One night over the baby monitor, these parents started to hear this strange whispering that didn't sound like their child. Now, the weirdest part about all of this is that the whispering actually sounded like the grandmother, but she had passed away a year before this, so obviously the second they heard it, hair stood up on their arms. They quickly went into her room and asked who she was talking to, and the child said,
"I was talking to Grandma. She helped me find my doll."
They froze in place because the doll she was referring to had been on the floor when they put her to bed, and then now when they went to check on her, the doll was in her crib. So that's horrifying. This next story is called The Loud Bang. This is about a girl whose family used to have a baby monitor set up at the top of their stairs. Now, one night she was home alone because her parents were at her brother's hockey game, and she was downstairs on the computer playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. I used to love this game so much. I would play it 24/7 when I was a kid. So on this particular night, while she was on her computer, she suddenly heard this banging noise. Now, it wasn't too startling at first. It wasn't very loud. It almost sounded like a cupboard was shutting. So she paused her game and stared at the monitor. She then heard her front door unlock. And what was creepy was that the door didn't open. She just heard the lock move as if something was unlocking it. Her heart dropped, and about 10 seconds after she heard the door unlock, she heard this massive bang. It was so loud that she jumped right out of her seat. And it sounded like someone was stomping on the hardwood upstairs, and the baby monitor went to a loud static. So she immediately started crying. She hid underneath her computer desk until her parents got home. When they came back from the hockey game, they asked her if anyone had been in the house because the door was unlocked. Now, they looked around the house, nothing was taken, the baby was fine, the baby monitor was acting normally. There was no signs of anyone actually being in the house, but to this day, this story still gives her chills. Next, we have a story called No Name. One night, there was a mother sitting in bed scrolling on her phone when she heard her daughter babbling to herself on the baby monitor. Now, it was very late, probably around 2 in the morning, so she turned the picture on the monitor and saw her standing up in her crib facing the corner of her room. And her hands were like out in front of her as if she was reaching for somebody. She began saying no over and over again, and other things like,
"Don't like."
And she also kept saying,
"Bear."
over and over again. So the mom got up to see what was happening, and when she got to her room, she was still standing up in her crib. So she asked her daughter what she was doing, and she kept saying friend and bear over and over again. So the mom assumed that she was talking about her bear plushie who was in bed behind her and not in the corner of the room. The mom told her daughter that, but her daughter kept continuing to say that, bear and friend, over and over. So the mom asked who her friend bear was, and the answer gave her chills. Now, her daughter couldn't speak very well yet and couldn't speak very clearly, but she did say this sentence very well.
"No name. His name is No Name. Shh."
She was so freaked out and told her daughter to tell No Name Bear to go home and that it was too late to play. So her daughter did that and then fell back asleep, and to this day she could not forget this memory. Next, we have a story called Shh. There was this man that woke up in the middle of the night hearing his son crying his eyes out, but then he heard this low man's voice say, "Shh.
be quiet.
And then there was complete silence, so obviously he ran into his room and saw that no one was in there. There was another parent that had put their baby down for a nap and went to do the dishes, and as she was standing in her kitchen, she also heard this creepy whispering coming from her monitor saying,
"Shh, you have to stay quiet or you'll get in trouble."
So both of these stories are terrifying because, like I said, it's very easy for baby monitors to get hacked. Next we have one called Wake Up Little Boy. A Washington state couple was astonished when their 3-year-old's baby monitor was spewing creepy messages at their son. Now, what's so eerie about this situation is that their son had previously told them that he was unable to sleep because he kept hearing weird things in his bedroom, but they didn't really believe him. But when their parents actually decided to investigate this after their son was complaining so much, they found that the camera was actually tracking their son's movements, and the microphone was saying really creepy things like,
"Wake up, little boy, daddy's looking for you."
So the couple contacted the monitor's manufacturer, who advised them to change the Wi-Fi password because obviously they assumed that the monitor was being hacked. So yeah, those are all the creepy true stories that I have to tell you today. All of them are equally terrifying. If you have a creepy baby monitor story, definitely comment it down below. I love hearing them even though they're terrifying. And yeah, don't forget, if you guys want to check out any of the new jewelry that I made on my Etsy store, I will link it down below for you. And this is the very last day to enter to win this backdrop behind me. If you would like to win, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, my Jessii Vee channel, turn on your notification bell, and then head over to my Instagram. It's just called Jessii Vee, and DM me a fictional place that you would like to live in. That's all you have to do. And also, to win the Coraline backdrop, you just have to be a fan on my Cameo page. So yeah, I will be announcing those 2 winners in the next video, and I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!